fine.
Mr. Simmonds.
There was a whole litany of allegations against Simmonds' bad conduct passed out to you. And I would like to address all of them, but I won't take up your time. There's two that bother me a little bit. One was the suggestion that ethics complaints be filed against council members. My notion of the ethics complaint type, complaint's a bad word. There's two things you can do with an ethics. You can ask the question as was done in Naples. In Naples, they merely asked the Ethics Commission, may these people who live close to the airport, are voting on airport issues, and are affected by the issues that they're voting on, and they're continually voting against airport expansion, may they continue to vote? And the answer came back, no, they cannot. That's what I was thinking about, rather than in terms of a complaint that's punitive type. The other thing was a lawsuit. I never envisioned a lawsuit that would be filed by the Jet Center that would be pursued, that would get into the business. It was my notion, and it still is, that if they file a lawsuit, the attorney will say you're going to lose it, and then we get on with the process. I was not thinking in terms of a lawsuit that would cost the city money. Now, I could address all the rest of them. I know you want to go home. Let's let it go with those two.
Mr. Mayor, I just need to ask this question. You said that you obtained some opinion from somewhere that certain members of council who live near the airport can't vote on matters in regards to the airport?
I did not say, that was not my opinion. I said that an ethics complaint that was filed in Naples asked the question, these folks that live close to the airport, that are negatively affected by airport traffic, that are continually voting to downgrade the airport, may they continue to vote? And the answer came back, no, they may not.
And you're referring to a complaint that happened in Naples. Well, and
correct.
As you know, there was a local complaint, and there was quite a different opinion. It didn't have to do specifically with voting, but it had to do with whether a council member had a personal gain in regards to certain decisions that happened to involve
I don't want to take up your time. I'm not trying to address that. What I'm saying is that I did not advocate filing a complaint that was punitive in nature. That's all I want to say.
Thank you.
Mr. Simmonds, just because you've touched an area that's sensitive, there was some content in some emails you sent to Mr. Nadel that I found personally offensive. And I have never mentioned it to you now, and I don't think it has anything to do with the Sunshine Law or any other thing. I'm not saying that. Just the content of it, in which you seem to be urging a situation where there would be ethics complaints filed against people in Golden Beach, and a lawsuit that the city would lose. And it struck me as being something that I've always been disappointed that you did, and I have not brought it up. But if you're going to bring this subject up, I think you ought to go back and read those emails and see whether you think it was appropriate behavior for a city council member to possibly bring harm to the city in which he swore.
I did not intend to bring harm to the city, Mayor, and I apologize if I gave you that impression. I wanted to ask the question, can you continually vote when you're personally affected? And it's a question. It's not a punitive thing.
The conversations I'm talking about were between you and Mr. Nadel, and they seemed inappropriate to me and still do. And I think if you have any doubt about it, you ought to go back and read them yourself. Okay. You're a member of the city council. He's a private person. You are talking with him about actions that might be taken against other council members. And they're on the record, but you might, I mean, I've just seen them, but I don't know that they're, you know, what your thought would be about them. But if you want to send us a memo explaining it, that would be fine. Thank you, and good night.